Here at Dananglor, the enemy holds and interrogates those they have captured in battle. The prisoners must be rescued swiftly.
Welcome everyone, this is Pineleaf Needles, Skirmisher in Middle-earth, and we are running Strike Against Dananglor Tier 2. Let's see if this is a little bit more challenging than our little trip on Al-Mansul that we had earlier. What else did I expect? And we are, well, certainly more challenging right at the beginning, that's for sure. And this is only tier... Okay, well. Okay, this is not good. Oh, come on, not right at the beginning! Alright! Yep, definitely more challenging. Yes, I forgot. Minstrels are squishy. Very squishy. Alright. Well, it doesn't help that I have a Forestborn Reaver, which is a really nasty lieutenant when it comes to doing stuff, and I would rather face this without facing the... Oh no, I can't. Because if I caused her to run away, then she would just grab friends and things would become worse. Come on! Don't delay, don't delay. This is not going to be a good run. Alright, here we go. This is really starting off on the wrong... Alright, so in answer to the question, will my next one be at Tier 3? The answer is absolutely not. I'm having enough trouble at Tier 2. So this is Strike Against Dananglor, the second... Actually, no, the first of the Mirkwood series. And I think I'm going to have a little something to eat before I continue. Because I think I am going to need it. And we'll use a scroll here. And let's see what happens. Alright, now usually there's a low lieutenant count in this skirmish. Right, yeah, okay, no lieutenants here, so... Let's see what we have here. Yeah, I have to use this quite a bit. Whew! Barely got through it. If there was a lieutenant there, I probably would have been squished. Right, let's continue, hopefully with better results. Actually, let's see, this one is Animal Composure. Yeah, that's not going to help me much. Alright. Let's see what's... You would think that after how... That shows you the difference between this skirmish and Al-Mansul, because... Al-Mansul was at Tier 1 plus a relatively easy skirmish. While this one is a little bit tougher. and at tier 2. So I'm not getting it through it as easily. Let's see, this is Anthem of Prowess. Nah. Yeah, that's the one to use. Probably just as well I didn't get Ruingalad. I have a feeling if I had Ruingalad, trying to do that at tier 2 would have really have been nasty. Thinking maybe I can get rid of this one before the lieutenant arrives. Oh. Drunken dwarf. Yeah, let's take care of these two now. Add a little buff to damage. Still getting rather nasty things happening to me. Alright, good. Got through it. What is the cooldown on this? 30 seconds. I probably could use that. I'm just worried about where they run to sometimes. And oh, Ruingalad. Ruingalad did pop up. No, I forgot to check. Oh, good grief. Well, alright, I'll have to clear out the area first. But I do have to make the attempt since this is the encounter that I need. And if I knew that Ruingalad was going to be the encounter I need, I would never have even thought of trying this at tier 2. Ruingalad is the toughest of the encounters. But what I'm going to do is I am going to clear out this area here because I normally do a lot of running whenever I do Ruingalad. Because unfortunately, Ruingalad has a habit of heavy damage. Okay, so, well, no, I am not. I'm going to do Ruingalad first. That's my main goal here. I was wishing it wasn't my main goal, but it is my main goal. And actually, before I do that, what does it say here? Okay, I do have a healing stance. All right. Now, do I have healing stance defined? Of course not. Well, I'll be back in a moment after I add my healing stance into this character. Alright, well, I am back, and I'm now going to make my attempt at Ruingalad to see how long I can last. I have 5 minutes left on food, but I'm going to eat anyway, since it may take me more than 5 minutes to finish this, and I want to make sure I'm well fed when I do this. And see how this goes. So I'm buffing up all of my healing skills as much as possible. I'm hoping that will help me. I'm going to be doing a lot of running probably. And we'll see what happens and whether or not I get myself killed. I do have my Stillest Death that I could use, and hopefully that will help me to survive. And the trouble here is that Ruingalad is tough enough at tier 1. At tier 2, it's still only a 25% reflect, but I can easily get myself killed by what happens here. And you see, I'm already dying. I'm just dying from what's going on here. How in the world am I going to get around with this? So hopefully my soldier can do something to help with this. Yeah, this is completely not going to help me very much. Hopefully my soldier can do something. Yeah, this is like bad. Really bad. How am I going to get through this? Yeah, being torn to shreds. Yeah, tier 2. When I need to do Ruingalad. Yes, that was really smart, Pine Leaf. Really, really, really smart. Hopefully my soldier can work him down because I really can't do anything about this. Perfect ending. Whatever that does. Hopefully that perfect ending is to give me more morale or something like that. Legend of the Helm of Hammerhand. Yeah, alright. I'm just going to have to be healing all the way through. Now, fortunately, my soldier does not get affected by Ruingalad's reflect. So this is going to be the most long, well, it might not be a long fight. I might just wind up getting everything wrong. You start out right away. This is what they mean by tank stroll, I guess. Because I'm just sitting here getting tanked. Most likely what's going to happen is that Ruingalad blows up at the end. I'm going to get killed. But since Ruingalad would have died at the same time, I will get credit. It won't be the first time where I died at the same time as Ruingalad. So that's what I know from experience. Alright, I think things are stabilized. If I just stay put, let my soldier do the work, I can do everything. Actually, I think I've heard of some minstrels using this strategy way back at the beginning, even when Ruingalad had a 50% reflect instead of a 25%. Now, all this extra damage I'm taking, though, has to be from the fact that I'm running in Tier 2 instead of in Tier 1. So it's a much tougher one there. Still, let's see if I could read this. Where, unfortunately, reading these things, Snowball Tier 1? Snowball? Whatever that means. Snowball Tier 4? What's Snowball? Well, I guess it is the... How many tiers does Snowball have and why? Oh, it looks like it applies a morale buff every once in a while. Alright. That'll help. Maybe I could occasionally get something out of this. At least do some damage. And since my swords don't do as much damage when I'm in this mode, I just realized something. I'm still in war speech. Well, alright, I'm in the... Yeah, alright. I forgot, of course, even though I switched my traits to the healing traits, I am still in the damage stance. Now, unfortunately, I can't remember exactly when Ruingalad likes to blow up. I think we're getting pretty close to it. So therefore, at 25%, I am going to be... Yeah. We're at 50% right now. Well, more like closer to 40%. Instead of leaving it to the soldier. Now, the last time I did this, actually, maybe I've never done this one with the minstrel. I was about to say last time I did this one with the minstrel, but now I think of it, if I have this never done, that means I've never done it with the minstrel before. Because this is the only minstrel I have that has gone all the way up to this skirmish. Alright, so now a little bit more and I'll be putting up a bubble. Now, alright, one more of those. Alright, time for the bubble. The bubble disappeared. The bubble was blown through even before. My soldier, of course, normally does common damage, which doesn't do all that much damage against Ruingalad. The soldier does have one attack, though, that I believe does ancient dwarf damage, and that was in addition to the... Oh, there it is! Ooh! I actually saw the induction that time. Yes, so they do give you an induction warning when it happens. And the scream was timely because I think if I didn't hit the end, as for my forecast, yeah, it took 9 minutes apparently because I've got a little bit more than 6 minutes on my food. So it is a good thing that I did have my food. Now I should be able to safely give a invocation of Elberth to someone here. But as for this... Oh, and I'm still in taint! Oh, and I don't have all my calls that I normally have because... This is like the worst setup I've ever had. Okay, I will get ready to change that as soon as the... Yeah. Okay, back to that. A more comfortable setting, at least the way I'm used to doing things, since... I suppose I could have dropped War Speech and just healed the Rangers, or Elves, or whatever they are. One of each. Good, and this really lightens up the load to make things a little bit easier. And this is the last counterattack, so hopefully it's the last time I have to worry about a really dangerous set of opposition. Now there is another encounter, but there's no encounter that's it. But I can skip the other encounter if I want to, if I think it's going to be too bad. Because I finished the deed. And I've gotten through Ruingalad. The gnashing teeth. Alright, well, I don't think the dog's too bad. I think if I had the wraith, I'd consider not doing it. Or, of course, that very annoying priest. Well, unfortunately, Story of Courage has a really long induction there. Now, where is this? Alright. Yeah, go down, go down. Ah, used Very bad timing in using that up, that's for sure. Well, maybe I could have waited. Well, actually, I went to points just in case. Alright, well. I better hurry up on this thing. I hear a thunderstorm outside. So just in case my power goes down, well, at least you saw the important part, even if it does, right? Oh, what? Okay, what am I missing here? Or am I silent? Oh, okay, ouch, 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 ouch. Wait, this is... Well, answers the question on whether this one will be tough. Let's go to sleep. Alright. Help! Well, I thought this one would be easier than Ruingalad. But not as much as I thought, apparently. Well, kiting helps. Alright. How not to run this skirmish. Still got snowball on here. What's this? I would have expected that to have... disappeared or something. And I'm still not exactly sure what it does. Says sounds like a very strange name for a buff. I'm sure those minstrels who spend more time in their healing setup than I do will know the answer to that. Since I spend most of my time in war speech, I haven't the slightest. Alright. Very definitely not doing tier 3. Well, so far only went down once. But it's not too late to get defeated. We now have the boss. Hello. I do have Cry of Elbert still. I keep on forgetting about that, but that is available if necessary. And so is an anthem or two. Looks like he can be kited reasonably well. Oh, okay. Yeah, usually they're not as... the bosses in skirmishes, at least in solos, aren't as bad as the encounter, so... not too surprised I got through him without anywhere near the trouble that I had before. But alright, that is Dananglor at tier 2. On a character that probably shouldn't have been doing it at tier 2. But I finished Ruingalad, the Ruingalad encounter, and that is the first time I think I've ever done that encounter on a tier 1 solo setting. I'm pretty sure I've done at least once on a tier 2 group setting. But that's it for that skirmish. So next time we'll be running another skirmish. I'll decide whether 1 or 2, but definitely not tier 3. Actually, I know what I'll do. We will run Ruingalad tier 1 because I want revenge on Ruingalad for what it did to my lore master. And I'll use that to conclude the minstrel series for Skirmisher of Middle-earth.